The small village of Black Hollow lay shrouded in a thin veil of mist that clung to twisted trees, the slate rooftops of weathered cottages, and the cobblestone lanes worn smooth by time. The air was cool, almost biting, carrying a silence so deep it seemed to swallow every sound, every breath. But this silence was no peaceful quiet. It vibrated with a hidden tension, a threat unseen but palpable. In her modest cottage at the end of the main street, Margaret Whitland closed the heavy, ancient tome she had been reading for hours. 50 years had sculpted Margaret into a figure of strength and sharp wit. Her defined features and steel-gray eyes bore witness to a life spent in Black Hollow, where she had grown skeptical of the whispered legends and ghost stories that the villagers passed from one generation to the next. Tonight, though, a strange chill crawled down her spine, one she couldn't explain. Perhaps it was the cold, or perhaps some instinct. She blew out the lamp and prepared to retire when a sudden noise froze her in place. A hard knock, then another. Not gentle, but demanding, echoing and shaking the door as if it sought to break it down. Margaret held her breath. Who would come knocking at such an hour? At the stroke of midnight, no one dared to wander the streets of Black Hollow, a village where the night belonged to shadows better left alone. But this was no ordinary visitor. She approached the door, footsteps creaking softly on the wooden floor. Peering through the peephole, she saw a figure cloaked in darkness, his face hidden beneath a wide-brimmed hat. Margaret opened the door just enough to speak without inviting him inside. "Who are you? What do you want?" "I seek refuge," the stranger replied, his voice low but resonant, like the echo of distant thunder. "At this hour? Here?" Margaret's brow furrowed. Black Hollow is a marked place. Time bends here. Realities intertwine. I come bearing truths you have refused to see. Something inexplicable tugged at Margaret, part fear, part fascination. The stranger stepped inside, bringing with him a faint scent of smoke and ancient wood. "Your village," he began, "is the stage of a forgotten pact. Centuries ago, souls bound themselves to beings from beyond the stars, entities that defy reason and logic." Margaret shook her head, skeptical as ever. "Old wives' tales to frighten children," she said. "Yet you have felt the shadows, heard the whispers, seen figures vanish at the corner of your eye, felt eyes watching you from the dark." Margaret remembered sleepless nights, strange sounds, and the constant sensation of unseen presence, things she had always dismissed. "Why tell me this?" "Because you are different. You carry a gift, a key buried deep within. You must awaken it to break the curse that hangs over Black Hollow." "A gift," Margaret whispered, disbelief flickering in her eyes. The stranger rose, his shadow flickering on the walls. And with that, he vanished into the night as quietly as he had come.